There's something about sports cars that gets people excited like no other vehicle type can. And while the category has changed a lot over the years, it still manages to capture our imaginations more than 40 years after the original Mustang came out. With sharp lines, powerful engines, and sleek designs, these machines are marvels of engineering. But have you ever wondered how these beauties are actually made? How long does it take for a car to be fully assembled? What is the process behind making sure every part fits perfectly? Well, if you're as curious as I am, then keep watching. We're about to take an exclusive look at how one of the most iconic American muscle cars, the Ford Mustang, is put together from raw materials to finished product. The first thing you'll notice when looking at any car, including the Mustang, is its body. This is what makes the vehicle look so good or bad, so it's important to get it right. The body of a Mustang consists of several different pieces, all made from either stamped metal or plastic. These parts are then put together with adhesive and spot welds. The process starts by stamping the large pieces of metal. This is done with a machine called a stamping press. The stamping press is essentially a giant cookie cutter that cuts out the shape of the car's body panels from large sheets of metal. Once the metal has been cut to shape, it goes to a welding area where robots weld the different panels together. At this point, the body starts to look like a car. Next, the body goes through a paint shop where it is painted the color that you see in the showroom. The whole process of making and painting the body takes about 3 days. After the body is finished, it is moved to the assembly line where the actual assembly of the vehicle begins. The first thing that happens is the engine and transmission are installed. This is done by a team of workers who are responsible for making sure everything is bolted down correctly. Next, the interior of the car is installed. This includes things like the seats, dashboard, and door panels. Again, this is done by hand and takes a team of workers to complete. Once the interior is finished, the car is moved on to the next station where the wheels are put on. This is also done by hand, but it's one of the last times that human hands will touch the car. From here, the car moves to a testing area where it is tested for any problems. If there are any problems, they are fixed before the car moves on to the next station. One of the final steps in assembling a Mustang is installing the windows. This is done by a robot that runs along the assembly line. It's a very delicate process since the windows are very expensive and breakable. Once the windows are installed, the car is finished. It is driven off the assembly line and onto a transport truck where it is shipped to a dealer. The whole process of assembling a Mustang takes about 8 hours. This includes the time it takes to make the body, paint it, and install all the parts. When you think about how many cars are made every day around the world, it's a truly amazing feat of efficiency. But how does this compare to other vehicles? Let's take a look at 2 other popular car types and see how they stack up. SUVs are becoming more and more popular each year, so it only makes sense that we take a look at how they are assembled. The process is similar to assembling a Mustang, but there are some key differences. Since SUVs are larger vehicles, they require more metal to build. This means that the stamping presses are larger and more powerful than those used for Mustangs. The body of an SUV is also more complex since there are more panels to put together. This means that it takes longer to assemble the body of an SUV than a Mustang. In addition, SUVs typically have more options for customization, such as different rooflines and side panels. This means that the assembly process is more complicated and requires more attention to detail. Overall, the assembly of an SUV takes about 10 hours, which is 2 hours longer than a Mustang. SUVs aren't the only vehicles getting bigger. Pickup trucks are also becoming more popular. In fact, pickup trucks are the best-selling vehicles in America. That's why it's important to take a look at how they are assembled. The process is similar to assembling an SUV, but there are some key differences. Pickup trucks typically have a frame that is separate from the body. This means that the body can be assembled separately and then attached to the frame. This makes the assembly process easier and faster. However, Pickup trucks are known for their durability and strength, which means that the frame must be assembled with extra care. The frame is typically made from heavy-gauge steel that is stamped into place. This process requires specialized equipment and skilled workers. Overall, the assembly of a pickup truck takes about 12 hours, which is 4 hours longer than a Mustang. Now let's take a look at a vehicle that is much smaller than a Mustang, a compact car. Compact cars are becoming more popular due to their fuel efficiency and affordability. This means that the demand for assembly line jobs in this industry is growing. The assembly process for a compact car is similar to the other vehicles, but there are some key differences. Since compact cars are smaller, they require less metal to build. This means that the stamping presses are smaller and less powerful than those used for larger vehicles. The body of a compact car is also less complex, which means that it takes less time to assemble. In addition, compact cars typically have fewer options for customization, which means that the assembly process is simpler. Overall, the assembly of a compact car takes about 6 hours, which is 2 hours less than a Mustang. As you can see, the assembly process for each vehicle type is unique and complex. It takes a team of highly skilled workers and advanced machinery to put together the vehicles we drive every day. It's impressive to see how each vehicle type is put together. And it is even more impressive to think about how all the parts fit together so perfectly. It's no wonder that people are so passionate about cars. They are not just machines, they are works of art. They are the result of years of engineering and design work. And they reflect the ingenuity and creativity of the human mind. Whether you're a gearhead or just someone who appreciates a well-made product, the next time you look at a car, take a moment to appreciate all the hard work and craftsmanship that went into making it. And speaking of craftsmanship, let's take a look at the tools that are used to assemble these vehicles. The tools used to assemble cars are just as impressive as the vehicles themselves. From the massive stamping presses to the delicate robots that install the windows, each tool plays an important role in the assembly process. Stamping presses are the machines that stamp out the shapes of the car's body panels from large sheets of metal. These machines are extremely powerful and can stamp out a panel in just a few seconds. Robots are used to perform repetitive tasks quickly and accurately. They are used to weld, paint, and attach various components to the car. For example, robots are used to weld the front and rear bumpers to the car's body. They are also used to apply the paint to the car. Conveyors are used to move the car from one assembly station to another. They can move the car horizontally or vertically and are often used to transport the car to different floors of the assembly plant. Cranes are used to lift and move large objects, such as engines and transmissions. They are also used to load and unload trucks. Hoists are used to raise and lower vehicles. They are often used in conjunction with cranes to move vehicles from one level to another. Jigs and fixtures are used to hold the car in place during assembly. They can also be used to align the car with other components. For example, a jig might be used to hold the car's body in place during painting. The future of car assembly is likely to be shaped by advances in technology. For example, as artificial intelligence and machine learning continue to develop, it is possible that more and more tasks on the assembly line will be automated. This could lead to increased efficiency and productivity, as well as improved quality control. Additionally, as robotics and automation continue to advance, it is possible that new and innovative assembly methods will be developed. For example, some car manufacturers are already experimenting with using drones to inspect vehicles for defects. That about wraps it up for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. Everyone here at the channel hopes you learned something new and found the topic interesting. Until next time, do take care.